this
Hey,
is our
Nino, he's in the
jurisdiction
back.
as you're being taken.
He's in the back.
So there needs to be some.
Watch as I drop a diss track against young Sierra.
Where's he at? Oh, he's right there.
Hey, what's up? Sorry about that.
Hey, Nino wanted to talk real quick.
Yeah, what's up, baby?
Do you want to get the other boys?
I mean,
we'll just do us.
I think this is fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, Tony, does Lang know what happened earlier today?
Well, why? Oh, yeah, he was the one who called me about Peanut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all settled, by the way. At least I think.
No, it wasn't. That's the thing.
What happened?
Brother, they came up to me during the event and they're like, you know, fucking, Guy Jones came up and he's like, hey, we got to talk. I'm like, all right, let's go do that. So after the event ended, I go pull him aside and then slowly it turned into a conversation between him and I.
Hello.
Right? Turned into 10 of their guys, 8 or 10 of their guys surrounding me. I held my ground, right? I told them, number one, I don't know who you guys are. I don't know who the fuck NBC is. I'm just going to tell you straight, right? That doesn't mean anything. It just means I really don't know. So when this guy is screaming at the apartments about this boosting shit, I have a problem with that, just as I would have a problem with any other new shit that came in the city. And you have someone just blabbing about it, fucking up for every other criminal in the goddamn city. And we dealt with it. Now that I know that you run a crew and you can keep them on a leash, well, then you know what? Now we know to come to you. But you can't just like assume that everybody knows who's in your fucking crew. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm glad you pulled
Yeah,
me aside.
true.
But the problem is that he would, on one hand, assure me that these guys are going to listen to him. And on the other hand, you got these fucking idiots butting in and like he would agree to something, right? Like we'd come to common terms on something and then their boys would go and blurt some other bullshit out, like completely resetting the conversation. So I'm getting heated here and they're like forcing an apology. I'm like,
Peanut was talking to you?
No. Peanut kept quiet. It was like Salim, his like twin brother, some other random guy I've never seen. Dean came in halfway through. Like, I mean, I even brought up with, during the conversation, I even brought up with Peanut. I'm like, listen, when you called me on the phone, your dumbass is like talking about like starting war and shit like that. I'm like, how do you think I'm going to take that? How am I going to, and I was trying to give him a little bit of a tip. I mean, like, listen, you guys are an up and coming crew. I respect that. You're telling me that you're trying to hold down Oxy, more power to you. But if your first reaction is drumming up war, you're not going to get any respect from me. That is from a weak stance. You are telling me you are weak. If your first reaction is, let's go to war, right? And Guy Jones was at least smart enough to be like, well, you know what? I'm having the conversation. I'm like, I'm glad. But your second in command, what he's doing, if he's drumming up war, what do you think we're going to think? We're going to assume you're going to jump into vehicles and start shooting, right?
Yeah. I'm just so surprised by this. So they pulled an Uzi on you after we talked about everything.
So as it came to a conclusion, right? They're like, I just want to apologize. I'm like, listen, after I've heard anything, listen, I can respect that. And next time I'm going to come to you, I apologize that, you know, now going forward, I'm going to speak with you. And, like but I'm not going to apologize that what I did in the moment, right? But retroactively, yeah, I'm going to come to you next time. You know what I mean? I made it clear that my action back, like when I did it, it made sense. Now that I know that they're together, I'll come to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And as I think we're good, motherfucking Salim pulls out a fucking Mac-10 and shows it to me and goes, "You're not gonna apologize to him?" I'm like, all right, dude.
Jesus Christ.
You already got 10 guys surrounding me, pulling out a Mac-10. Nice. So, I just like, do you have him? Like, is Guy Jones speaking, or is all these guys just running amok themselves?
I thought we settled this shit earlier. I don't understand.
I don't fucking know. I don't know. So, the worst thing about it is that they were implying that they would fuck you and me up, and that Lang would not back us. And I'm like, number one. And they're like, oh.
That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
The Cleanbois shit, right? They start throwing out the
so many
Cleanbois
people
shit.
like, oh my god.
And they're like, oh, you're doing this for the
game.
races. And I'm like, motherfucker, if this was like Oxy had just popped up in the city, it would be the same thing. Because these dumbass things fuck it for everybody. And I give a shit about that. I give a shit because it fucks my business up. If I'm in the business, it fucks with the business. It fucks with my friend's business. It's not about us. It's not about you. It's about everybody. You know? It just, I don't know, man. It's just eight. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to go around just blasting them, but I am really fucking pissed. But I am still telling myself I need to talk to Guy Jones directly and make it clear to him, like, if you're gonna run this shit, you run this shit. Otherwise, you're gonna just sink your shit into the ground. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And not from going against us, but just everyone's gonna look at NBC as just like a bunch of clap happy motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And I'm sure he wants more than that.
That's what I
feel
literally
like Guy
told him
Jones
earlier.
wants way more than that.
That mentality is so past seasons. It doesn't solve anything. If anything, it makes it worse the longer it goes on. So yeah, I don't think you would want to be known for that at all.
I mean, how Peanut goes, like, I was talking to Tony and he was got me all heated up. That's why I was talking like that. He's like, I was telling him, we don't even give a shit about racing and boosting and shit. I'm like, it doesn't fucking matter. You're a fucking criminal.
Right.
If you know that shit exists, you don't go around shitting all over it. Just because you're not eating at that table, motherfucker, there's a lot of tables and we're all eating on it.
That's right.
Don't go shit on that.
Like a tree, you know what I mean? A tree has multiple branches, right? On one branch, there might be more leaves than the other. You know what I'm saying? But somehow it's all connected together.
Motherfucker starts talking about Cleanbois and shit like that. I stop that real fucking quick.
Yeah.
Like, don't run your mouth that way, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
You know better than that.
Yeah.
Who knows who was listening? Motherfucker, in the parking lot. Like, they jebaited me into a small conversation into trying to bully me into apologies. You think I'm gonna get bullied into that?
Shit, sorry.
Yeah, you think that's gonna fucking happen?
Yeah,
Do you want to call him right now, Nino? Guy Jones tried calling me earlier, but I honestly don't have the energy to deal with it tonight. I can text you his number if you want.
Yeah. I mean, I'll pull him aside in a bit. You know, I just want to know where you guys' heads are at. Because I'm gonna be real with you. The only reason I didn't fucking do anything
with them. That's why I'm so
I thought
confused.
Tony settled everything, but like you said, you're my boy. So if shit pops off, we push comes to shove, we stand together, right?
I mean, even I wouldn't want to take. Let me put it this way: I would have fucking gunned fucking Peanut down earlier today, but I took a step back, and it wasn't my decision to make. You feel?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you're affected by it, and Tony's affected by it. Yuno's affected by it.
Yeah, if I make an action, it affects all you boys. If it's towards another group,
That's exactly how I operate as well, right? I'm very careful with that. I guess trying to piss people off, even though people think I'm just trying to piss them off. I don't know, but yeah.
I think at some point we got to have a serious conversation about what we do in these circumstances. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean, my opinion, like,
pushed and pulled.
We are pushed and pulled, but at the end of the day, I think we're all mostly happy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wake up every day fucking happy.
Yeah, like I love being around my family and all the things we're involved in. So if that's the trade-off, it's not that I'm necessarily okay with it, but unless it's something like if you wanted to shoot this motherfucker, like I said, push comes to shove, we stand together, right?
Hell yeah. You boys okay? I don't even know what happened outside. It was.
I mean, we had we had an exchange, and tension built, and things got really fucking tense. But at the end, nobody shot each other. So.
Exactly. Dude, you should have seen my son. I got put in cuffs.
Bjorn went crazy.
Kay put me in cuffs. Bro, Bjorn was like, he pulled out the gun. Put my dad down. Oh shit, yo, it was so good. It was so fucking good. And then once he pulled it out, all the other nerds pulled out their guns. And I was like,
what?
Dude.
Yeah, we all pulled.
Where the fuck did this happen?
It was all good. It was so good.
In the parking lot.
Yeah, well, basically, right? Some shit happened. Look, so basically some shit. Young Fierro disappearing, blah, blah, blah. Everybody left. I don't know what the fuck happened. Vinny comes out, starts talking all fucking strong and shit. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you know, if we don't find Young Fierro, you boys are donezo. And I'm like laughing. I'm like, dude, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Like, laughing. And then, Kane pulls out his gun and he's like, oh, you think this is funny? And I was like, motherfucker, I don't even know what's going on. And then he points the gun. He tells me to get out of the car, puts me in cuffs. And I'm just like, so like, you ever get like stun locked? You're just like so stunned with what's happening. You just don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting there.
lot.
I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
What the fuck?
Buddha's DeLorean was going to be shown there. It was going to be like brought in through that entrance, right?
Yeah.
So I literally just helped Eddie bring it over to the area to get it all ready. I get there and then all this shit's unfolding. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I have no idea what's going on. You know what I mean? And then I'm
random.
like, after all of it, it was just funny. It was so like chaotic real quick. It was just crazy. It was actually fucking insane, man. Anyways, with the fucking peanut guy, let's try to figure that shit out and see what the fuck's wrong with this guy.
I want to talk to Guy Jones because Peanut is a fucking idiot. And I think Guy Jones has a lot more sense.
I talked to Guy Jones for a second. He says, as far as he's concerned, this is pretty much done. But
I still think it's I want to help the guy out at the end of the day because I as much as I'm pissed off, I think after I've had my piece, I think Guy Jones is a good guy at the end of the day. And I think he may just be dealing with a bunch of misfits. And
crackheads,
it's better
I think.
crackheads
Yeah.
that need to be guided, and that, if he can be put on the right path that's beneficial to everybody, as opposed to pushing too hard and they end up popping like a fucking zit. You know what I mean? Put some clearer.
They're growing. I
Clear
think
rocks.
I agree with you. I think I agree with you on that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think, Tony?
I mean, the thing is, I even told Peanut if they try and do something, they're doing it against the entirety of the racing scene.
Oh yeah, it wasn't even about racing, to be honest.
Already?
No, hell no. Like I said, if this was some other shit playing, like I would have acted the same fucking way. I mean, it's like you never know if some new app shows up on the phone or like new boss enters the scene, and if some guy's going around just like blurting the shit around, like that fucks everybody. The thing hasn't even been out for a week. It's what spawns these fucking oxy movers. The way shit is now. I don't know. Maybe I look too idealistic about it, but I kind of see like we all have like some kind of equal responsibility to keep some of this shit as, from getting out in the open and for the cops for getting on top of it.
Well,
Is that crazy?
I mean, that's not crazy, no. It makes sense. Tony,
What was that?
you good?
Nah, I was just thinking about shit, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was just thinking back about like everything that just happened. Like I kind of just stunned myself, to be honest.
Yeah,
I was just kind of
sounds like a lot of crazy
that
stuff
shit
is
was
happening.
It's
fucking
just like-
crazy.
It's just like I don't mean to bring it back up, but like I swear not 30 minutes before that thing, me and Vinny were literally both standing here talking like family about, getting back in the morning together, hanging out,
Shut up,
doing
Peter.
shit just like the old days, you know what I mean? Boom, 30 minutes later, Tony, I'll fucking kill you if he's not here. Just complete 180. And it's just so stun-locking. I had no idea what was going on. But
I mean, that shit was hard to process all at once. I mean, a lot happened at once,
I
right?
was just like, bro, I literally like showed up. Vinny's like, if you're not here, you're gonna get fucking, you and your family are done.
What even happened though? Like,
Dude, I have no
it's
idea.
what I
That's
don't
why, like, I
understand.
still don't understand.
Like, I don't know what the timeline is.
I guess
Like,
so.
they play, so them playing that track was exceptionally disrespectful,
Right.
right?
Right.
And it's obvious that singer would have gotten his ass beat,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And so what happened after that? Like, I saw him get punched one time by bitch, and he got knocked the fuck out. So I don't even know, like, if it's a fucking mess inside, you know?
Right.
What happened after that? Is that what triggered everything?
So I guess she punched him and nobody saw it. So from the nerd's perspective, she was kidnapped. And things got really tense. And then Tony at some point, like you said, got put in cuffs, right? Then
Yeah,
Bjorn just
literally.
went full alpha and pulled a gun
Right.
and started, pointing it at Chang Gang. So then
It's
I
so
had to
good.
pull, you know
So
what I mean?
fucking
And then somebody got Tony out of handcuffs. That I think was Harry
did.
had ass
And then I
picked.
pulled out my gun.
Then Tony pulled, and then we just had an exchange. Things got fucking tense, and we just said, "Fuck this, we're out of here."
I was so close. You know,
Dude,
you go
you
back
weren't
to
even
talking
there,
about
Tony.
you go. No, I mean I got there late. You know what I mean? You're going back to like everything somebody does affects all of us, right? I was so close. I swear it, like I was like about to, because the whole, like, I knew where that fucking conversation was, and I'm honestly surprised it didn't end in a fucking shootout. But I was literally about to probably just pull up and just fucking just shoot. Just like the gun was there, it was just going back and forth, wasn't going anywhere. I was just about to fucking just give in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was really
Just-
close too. Yeah.
Yeah. Just fucking give into it. Like, how many fucking times are we gonna go over this? So
Yeah, Dean
what it is.
had my back. Shit was crazy. A lot of people actually had my back, which was insane to see,
hey, I
to
mean,
be honest.
you seen all the nerds pull out their gun. I pulled
Yeah.
out. You pulled out. Dean was there. You know, it's like it's all on the same fucking page. It's just an event went from everybody having a good time to just fucking just whatever the fuck that was. I have no fucking idea.
we were drinking, we were yelling, we were having a good time, chilling, and then
Twist his dick. You know what I mean?
yeah, when they first told me to go in the ring and this guy was talking, I felt sketched out. And then Dean's
Right.
like, "Please go in the ring," and I trust Dean, so I said, "Fuck it, I'll just jump in there," you know.
Right.
And then I mean, I said, "Fuck this, I'm
Yeah, 'cause it
leaving."
was gonna be for your card.
Yeah, and then I said, "Fuck this, I'm leaving." So I left. And then I think somebody texted me or somebody said egg was missing. So then I came back to the parking lot, and then, she just popped off.
So were they mad that young Fierro was? Did they say what caused them to put you in?
Young Fierro came into our establishment
Just put me in
a
cuffs
couple
'cause
of
he didn't
days
like the way I was
ago.
talking.
Asked if he could perform at Brewster's Rest, and I said no because when last time he performed there was drama between him and Denzel. Denzel shot him in the head, almost caused a war, right?
Yeah.
I said
This is
no.
when you punched him?
Yeah, so then he got really mouthy and started playing the Wu-Chang card, saying all this shit. And I said, "Sir, please just leave the establishment. Sir, please just leave the establishment." He just kept talking, so I punched him once in his mouth. Then he left. Then half an hour later, Cheng Gang came and beat up 2 of our employees at Brewster's Rest. And we said, "Okay, that's that. An eye for an eye. Sure, we can live with that." And then I guess fast forward to the diss track. And then I asked Mr. K, "Can I shoot this motherfucker?" He said, "Fuck you. No, you can't." So I said, "Okay, I'm just going to leave then." And then I left. And as I was leaving, they said Ed got kidnapped. So I came back and then shit popped off. Oh, and then Dean took young Pharaoh and didn't tell anybody about it. And as he called me and told me about it, Cheng Gang started asking, "Where the fuck is
Wait,
young Pharaoh
Dean
at?"
Took young Fierro?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Dean told me he dumped him in the water.
And they thought it was us. But as they asked, Dean told me, so I'm like, I'm not gonna rat out Dean. So I told him, "Listen, we didn't touch him. We don't give a shit." And they refused to believe it, and then things got more tense. And then shit just popped off.
Bro,
Oh
Dean
my
came in so
God.
big too. He was like, "I fucking own this place." He's like, "I don't give a fuck."
Does
He straight up said, "I own this shit."
Yeah, Dean said, "I own half this shit. What the fuck
He's
is
like,
going
"I own
on
half
here?"
This shit. What the
Wait,
fuck's going on? That shit
Wait, does
killed me,
Dean
bro.
actually own
Yeah,
half
that
the
shit killed me
gallery?
too.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess so. I don't know. I guess
What
so.
the fuck?
I was gonna ask you, do you want to still do this stuff tonight? If not, it's all good.
No, I mean, fuck it. Yeah, I'm down.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Listen, I just don't want people to, take it, I don't know, just too seriously the things I say. I don't know.
Well, motherfuckers always are, no matter.
That shit was intense. You know what I mean? That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
That was some good tension build up. I think, in my opinion, but it is what it is.
Is there anyone who is part of chain gang who is kind of like